Now on CoastTV News.
Some beaches are reopening, others remain closed. Swimming still isn't allowed, and we still don't know where this medical waste is coming from.
A new housing complex one step closer to reality, but neighbors and a nearby school worry about traffic and safety.
Pet health, free exams, vaccines, and more for your furry friends at Sussex County's Wellness Clinic.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
People enjoying their day in Bethany Beach despite a swimming advisory still in place. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with more questions than answers in the case of medical waste on Delmarva.
It's something we've been following all week, and some beaches remain closed as officials fear more waste could wash up, but not all are closed. Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson is live in Bethany Beach. Brandon, you spoke with people who are happy to be back on the beach, mostly.
Good evening, Maddie. Well, these walkways right here couldn't be used until today. And we caught up with people on the beach about them enjoying the beach day, but they still have questions about where this medical waste is coming from.
Bethany Beach open for the first time since Sunday after medical waste washed ashore. Mary Marcoux was one of many people wondering how and why this happened.
Whether it was something done accidentally or not, disposing of medical waste in the ocean should not be the proper way to have it done. And so I think whoever is responsible should be held accountable.
Today I reached out to 3 agencies conducting this investigation: DENREC, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and the Maryland Department of Emergency Management. At this time, all say they are still looking into the source and had no updates for Coast TV.
Beaches across Delmarva have been closed since Sunday due to medical waste washing ashore, and just yesterday, high surf caused beaches to close. And people here at Bethany Beach are doing exactly this, enjoying one last summer day as the end of the summer is on the horizon.
Surfers like Adam Jenkins are just happy things feel back to normal.
People are on the beach again, which is awesome. Not being able to be on the beach for a couple days kind of sucked, but it wasn't the best case. But I'm glad to be back and glad to be back in the water.
DENREC's swimming advisory is in place until at least Monday.
Other places like Dewey Beach are completely raking the beach to keep the area safe, and DENREC advises you to wear footwear at all times while on the beach. In Bethany Beach, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Brandon. In Assateague, where a majority of the medical waste washed up, volunteers swept the beach for any remaining debris. Only a small amount of medical waste was found, and the National Park Superintendent says they're hoping to reopen parts of the beach tomorrow or maybe on Saturday. All of this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what should the consequences for this medical waste source be?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. 86%, even more than at 5, say criminal charges, though fines, stricter regulations, or shutting down operations, those are all getting a little bit of the vote right now.
Now, if you haven't voted yet, it's easy to do this. Go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app, and we're going to have updated results on Coast TV News at 11.
Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside into Ocean City. A gorgeous evening there. Our first alert chief meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. In light of what's been happening with the medical waste washing on shore, and we continue with the coverage of it, it'd be nice if that point of view was the only point of view. It'd make it easier with the cleanup effort. But this is actually more common here. We're still looking at very vibrant waves that's pushing its way along the beach. You can see the person that's right here, this is just scale as to just how strong these waves still are. So it's still a main concern, particularly if there's any other debris that's out there. We're holding at 74 degrees at Gateway Subaru camera, and it's 70 by the 9 o'clock hour. Let's take a look at the future waves, because that's what's going to either hinder or help the cleanup effort. So we're looking at possibly up to 8-foot waves from us from Ocean City on down to the south, and we're going to see that lighter green indicating that continue to be the case for us here. But to the north, we're going to dip down to about 4 feet, but then it goes back up going into Friday evening. So the cleanup effort and the concern for those waves still there, and we have flooding to be concerned with as well, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. A controversial apartment complex planned for Georgetown has taken another step towards becoming reality. Georgetown's Planning and Zoning Commission voted yes for a developer to build 108 apartments on Savannah Road. Coast TV reporter Zakia Jennings shows us why the property is facing backlash from some and what's next.
A playground for young kids. It's an area that one mom fears won't be safe for her child anymore if a new apartment complex is built right next door. Elena Augustin Vicente, a mom of two, says this project is not fair to the kids.
They've always sent kids out with the teacher. Imagine my child not being able to go outside. How is that fair to her?
On Wednesday, the Planning and Zoning Commission voted to move this project forward. But Casey Christoffel, executive director of the Early Learning Center, Primeros Pasos, is disappointed. In fact, she wanted to make her own offer to expand their facility.
I had wanted to build a gym for the kids. I wanted to expand to a couple other classrooms so that we could take in more children. Our wait list is tremendously long. And so now that will not be happening.
Christoffel says she isn't against the idea of apartments. Her issue is the traffic the project will create since there is a bus stop right across the street. For parents like Elena Augustin Vicente, her concern is the safety of the children.
I don't know these people that are going to live here. I understand like poverty is a big thing, but also the safety of children is a bigger issue.
If these apartments are eventually built, Christoffel isn't sure what it will mean for the future of the Learning Center and may even consider relocation.
Now, right here behind me is where the apartments are proposed to go, and right on the opposite side of this fence here is Primeros Pasos Early Learning Center. The Planning Commission did vote yes despite an 8-page petition with 300 signatures ranging from staff to locals in the area. The project is still awaiting review by Town Council. In Georgetown, I'm Zakia Jennings, Coast TV News.
An investigation into misconduct at the Ocean City Police Department is moving forward. In April, the investigation began after a complaint was filed. This week, police confirmed the findings are now being reviewed by a county committee, which will take time. One vacationer hopes the investigation will resolve soon.
We're all sinful people, and so whether you're in a service-oriented occupation like they are and they wear the uniform, or whether you're somebody out on the street that's doing good deeds, it doesn't matter. We all have this place that we can fall and make mistakes.
The Ocean City Police says all complaints submitted to the department are forwarded to the Police Accountability Board for further review.
A Millsboro gas station robbed at gunpoint. That's what Delaware State Police are investigating now. Police say 2 men got to Uncle William's on Route 24 around 6:20 on Wednesday, both with guns. Police say they approached the cashier, demanded tobacco and money. According to police, the cashier complied, and the men ran away.
Sad news today. The Marine Education Research and Rehabilitation Institute, or MARE, said a dead sea turtle was found. MARE says the turtle washed up Wednesday night near Funland, washed back out to the sea, and then returned ashore near Norfolk Street. According to MARE, the sea turtle was already dead, and they don't know what caused its death yet.
A terribly sad story. In traffic news, Fox Run Road between Patriots Way and Betts Pond Road in Georgetown will be closed starting Monday. That's going to last until next Friday. Crews are placing bridge beams related to the North Millsboro Bypass project.
Ocean City looking to make its roads safer and a lot easier for pedestrians to cross. OC is looking to add more safety features on Coastal Highway. More signs, buttons, and fences on the road are part of the city's new plan. The State Highway Administration says there have been 298 reported crashes in the past decade. Jennifer Fimiani has lived in Ocean City for the past 15 years. She says it's important to look out for everyone on the road and streets.
You have to do something. I mean, there is liability here in the reality, and the police can only do so much. So at some point, we have to make it safe for both the people that live here and the visitors, or else it'll get a reputation for not being safe.
The plan is not set to start until 2025, but Ocean City is eager to get started. We'll have more on this tonight on Coast TV News at 11.
Owning a pet is expensive, but Georgetown today had some of that expense covered. The Humane Animal Partners, or HAP, hosted a wellness clinic for cats and dogs to receive free treatments. Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken shows us how helping these animals helps their owners just as much.
Cats, dogs, and their owners. vaccines, pet food, microchips, and exams. They were all here at the Cheer Community Center in Georgetown. And these were just some of the free services provided by HAP. Joyce Call and her dog Chomper were glad to be here. Chomper was getting his annual vaccines for free.
Being able to do this for the dogs means I can pay some of the medical care that I need, because, I mean, he gives me a lot of help just for myself and emotionally for me and the kids, you know, like mentally you need some of that, and the pets give us a lot of that. So being able to keep them and keep them healthy.
When I spoke with Humane Animal Partners, they told me that 180 cats and dogs were out at the event today getting their free services.
Lee McKinley helped organize this event. McKinley says this event is important because the cost of pet care continues to rise, and access to care is difficult.
Being able to travel around the county, bringing our services to the folks that need it the most, that want to care for their animals and give them the best life possible, is exactly why we're doing this.
The nonprofit HAP holds events like this about once a month and hopes to have 2 more before the end of the year. Call says this kind of service gives her peace of mind, knowing Chomper won't be getting sick as often now. In Georgetown, I'm Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
And we are just getting started this evening.
Ocean Pines Police receiving more than $60,000 in grants, how the money could improve public safety.
And coming up, an update on the latest coastal flood advisories that are active in our area and how much longer will they last.
But first, a final resting place for those who served, getting the treatment our heroes deserve. We'll show you more on this week's Coastal Connections when we're back in just 60 seconds.
For more than a decade, Farxiga has been trusted again and again and again.
Farxiga.
Ask your doctor about Farxiga.
Let's go exploring in the rugged CR-V from Honda, KBB.com's 2024 Best Value brand. Get comfy. There's plenty of space for both passengers and cargo. And feel free to take pictures. Hold tight as our 204 horsepower CR-V hybrid charges through muddy terrain. The rugged CR-V. This is how adventure looks in a Honda.
Hard workers need tough gear. Vernon Powell has the toughest and most comfortable workwear in the business. Work boots that work hard, like Timberland Pro, Carolina, and Red Wing, to Carhartt and Darn Tough socks. Only at Vernon Powell in Salisbury and Rehoboth.
Veterans all over the country risk and sometimes give their lives in an effort to keep us safe. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe shows us an initiative called Saluting Branches, which gives back to them one last time.
The Delaware Veterans Memorial Cemetery in Millsboro is the final resting place for those who served and lived in Sussex County. But sometimes these cemeteries become overgrown by plants or limited with dead trees. Multiple landscaping and tree care companies are teaming up to ensure that doesn't happen.
I mean, for us and my staff, you know, we appreciate the fact that we can do what we do because they did what they did. And that's really what it comes down to, a way to give back to those families and those memories.
The effort is called Saluting Branches, and it's nationwide, with volunteers cleaning up 100 different veteran-related areas like medical centers, group homes, and cemeteries. Toby Schlick says this means the world to him.
I am a veteran, and my family were all retired Marines, and so they're all buried in veteran cemeteries, so to me it means a lot.
40 volunteers spent their day in Millsboro at the Veterans Cemetery, something volunteers say is the least they could do to say thanks to those who gave so much. This is Saluting Branches' 10th year cleaning up veteran sites, and they don't ever plan on stopping. I'm Kevin Zappe in Millsboro, Coast TV News.
Coastal Connections is sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Bath by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
Feel the rush of adventure and the thrill of incredible savings at Gateway Subaru. Save up to $2,700 on a new 2025 Subaru Outback with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. Or save up to $2,400 off a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. And be among the first to drive the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Stop in and reserve yours today. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Hurricane season is here, which means power outages can strike anytime without warning. Don't get caught in the dark. Let the expert electricians at FH Fur install a Generac whole home standby generator, keeping your lights on, your family connected, and your home safe no matter what. Call FH Fur today and get $1,000 off. Plus, for a limited time, we'll include a whole home surge protector absolutely free. When Mother Nature strikes, it's too late. Stay powered, stay safe with FH Fur.
877-GO-FUR. FHFur.com.
Make sure your neighborhood feels like home with landscaping and property services by Herker Property Maintenance. We combine science and art to create and maintain the landscape masterpiece you've always dreamed of. We can handle the largest developments and commercial properties all over and provide a consistent data evaluation to keep your property perfectly maintained. Clean, innovative, fast, reliable, from landscaping to pavement services and everything in between. Take an innovative approach with Herker Property Maintenance.
I'm Mark Stevens from Hartley, Delaware, and I utilize the USDA's Wetland Reserve Easement Program to improve wildlife habitat for deer, waterfowl, and other wildlife while improving water quality. If you have at least 10 acres of woods or wet, unproductive cropland, you may be eligible for compensation to restore and protect the wetlands on your property. To learn more about the Wetland Reserve Easement Program, contact your local USDA Service Center.
Join us for the Kickoff to Savings sales event going on right now at Preston Ford. Get $12,000 in savings off MSRP on select 2023 Ford F-150s. Save $9,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Ford Bronco Badlands. These are just some of the deals. Explore a huge inventory online at PrestonFord.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the perfect vehicle for you. Preston Ford, located at the corner of Route 318 and 331. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Download the CoastTV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Well, fortunately, with our tunnel and razor view, we're seeing that the waters aren't quite as choppy as they have been for the previous few days, but we still have concern for very gusty winds and concern for flooding in some areas. We are expecting it to drop to 76 degrees by 9 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Here's where the temperatures stand right now. We're at 78 not only in Lewis, but also in Milton. We're holding at 80 degrees in Millsboro, 79 in Georgetown, Delmar, Seaford, as well as Redden. So we have an active coastal flood watch in effect for Sussex, and this is going to be extended for a while because we're going to have to play a wait and see kind of a situation with that, and that stays in effect until Sunday at 5 o'clock. We still have gusty winds off of the coast as well. Even with that, we have coastal flood advisory that's active for Dorchester, Somerset, and Wacomico. Now, that will stay active until Saturday. Now, with both of these, we're talking about the possibility of inundation happening up to a foot, maybe even 2, for areas that are right next to the water, any communities right next to the water, and that are in low-lying areas. Now, we're concerned about coastal flood possibilities in Worcester as well, which includes Ocean City, Bay Shore Acres, as well as West Ocean City. And this reaches all the way down towards Chincoteague, inclusive of Accomack and Northampton. Fortunately, we're not seeing any additional precipitation. That low pressure system that was bringing that opportunity for rain and could have really ruined your weekend coming up, well, now that's drifted just off course enough so that we can catch a break. But we monitor the possibility of precipitation for the next few days. The minuscule Friday, up to only 8%. We could see a 24% chance of rain on Sunday and up to a 32% chance on Tuesday. You see, Friday morning, we start off in the 70s, but clear skies, a mixture of clouds and sunshine by the afternoon with the winds coming out of the northeast. Saturday, mixture, partly cloudy, partly sunny skies, and still relatively mild, and we're in the 70s. By the way, be sure you join us for our Kendall State Park Walk for Prostate Cancer. I am a prostate cancer survivor, and we have sponsored this event for awareness. We're passing out great information, and there's going to be free screenings. So get your man out to the event, okay? September 29th, 10 o'clock, pre-registration for those who want to register on that day of, 8 o'clock, by the way. and we hope the rain won't ruin anything. Finally, here's a look at your 7-day forecast.
Thank you, Paul. South Bethany's canals need some help and fast. According to the Canal Water Quality Committee, there's an urgent need to address environmental and structural challenges, specifically poor water quality and low dissolved oxygen levels. The Canal Water Quality Committee plans to work with engineering firms to develop some solutions.
Heading to Ocean Pines now, police have over $60,000 in new grants. Almost $4,000 will go to body armor. A little under $5,000 will go to community programs, and $35,000 for accountability measures such as new body cams. And if you want to learn more about this, we have an article on CoastTV.com.
Week 3 of the NFL season, and we look ahead to Sunday Night Football. The Atlanta Falcons, fresh off a win over the Eagles. I know we have a lot of Eagle fans out here. Sorry for that. They're going to be taking on Kansas City and the Chiefs. Coverage here starts on Coast TV at 7.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
It's the same old story for the Phillies tonight after heartbreak in Milwaukee. Following last night's 2-1 walk-off loss to the Brewers, the Phils are back in action with the playoffs in sight. Tonight, a win over the New York Mets officially locks up a postseason spot, but that's not all this team has on the horizon. The Fightin's magic number to clinch the NL East Division title is down to 4 with 10 games to play. And up in the NFL, Thursday Night Football, we start with the New York Jets. It's a chance at redemption for quarterback Aaron Rodgers. It's the first game at MetLife Stadium for the 40-year-old since the opener last season, where he tore his Achilles on the 4th snap of his Jets career. The Jets are coming off a back-and-forth 24-17 win over the Tennessee Titans last week, and tonight caps off a busy stretch for New York, playing its 3rd game in 11 days. Meanwhile, for New England, the trips to New York have been pleasant. The Patriots have not lost at MetLife Stadium since 2015, and they'll rely on 4th-year running back Ramondre Stevenson, who's racked up over 200 yards rushing across 2 games this season. This one kicks off at 8:15 p.m. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night, everyone.
As I get older, I was getting a little off balance. Got recommendations for Bath by Spicer Brothers. I love my shower. It's perfect for me. My favorite part was probably how quick and easy it was. They came in the morning and they were done by afternoon. I definitely wanted the grab bars. They also put the seat in, which was very nice. The wand is good, especially if you're sitting. So much safer to get in and out of now. It seems like my showers are quicker that way. So it's perfect.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Bath by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
There's no issue where politicians, Republicans and Democrats have failed more than immigration. A crisis at the southern border, drugs flooding our communities. We need leaders who reject toxic politics and get stuff done. Larry Hogan knows how to get results. In the Senate, Hogan will be the key independent swing vote to secure our border and fix the broken immigration system. He's a proven leader, Larry Hogan for Maryland.
I'm Larry Hogan, and I approve this message.
Rural communities are on the front lines of a changing climate. Farmers can implement climate-smart practices that improve soil health, nutrient management, and energy efficiency. These practices improve our profitability, resiliency, and help to open new markets.
We know voluntary conservation works and are committed to working with farmers and forest landowners to leverage resources to increase climate resiliency through conservation practices. To learn more about climate smart practices, scan this QR code to find your local USDA service center.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor, and the potential to take you anywhere. Get 0% financing on this 2024 Silverado when you finance with GM Financial. Or current Chevy owners can get $6,500 total value. That's 12% below MSRP. See your Delmarva Chevy dealers.
Not happy with your home's builder-grade gas fireplace? Let Shegrin Home Comfort Products upgrade your fireplace with a new one from Mendota, Regency, or Cozy Heat. These gas fireplaces add both warmth and aesthetic to your home. Shegrin has plenty of different styles and sizes to choose from. What are you waiting for? Start your fall fireplace project now before it's too late. Stop in one of our local showrooms or give us a call at 302-644-7700 to see how Shegrin Home Comfort Products can warm up your home.
Celebrate the season with the 4 best days of fall at Sunfest. Experience the ultimate celebration of food, drinks, arts, crafts, and entertainment along the boards from October 24th to the 27th. Embrace fall by enjoying a seaside tractor ride, chilling around a beach bonfire, navigating a corn maze, or participating in a pet and bicycle event. Shop around over 200 arts and crafts vendors. Immerse yourself in music with an incredible lineup of free musical performances. Enjoy the free family fun all day. For more information, visit ococean.com/sunfest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Taking a look at our Ocean City through our Tyndall Furniture Review. Everything's nice, calm, and relaxed, which is what we'd like to stay that way. We're going to drop to 70 by 9 o'clock, partly cloudy skies by 69. Got an update here that just happened while we were on commercial break. We still have the coastal flood watch in effect, but now we've been blessed with the opportunity to have the small craft advisory, 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That stays active until Saturday, along with the additional coastal flood advisory. Keep up with your forecast by calling our line. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. Of course, fall kicks off on Sunday. We slip into the lower 70s by then.
Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to have more of this coming up tonight at 11, so stay tuned for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.